white, had documented that a black patient needed head evaluation. And she was concerned and said, why do you think this patient needs evaluation? She says, every time I step into the room, you know, for ward rounds or something, she's always hitting her head. And the black nurse thought for a while and said, does she have braids on? And she says, yes. And she says, okay. So in Africa, when you have braids on and they are itching you and you don't want to scratch them, you hit your head like this. And you know, I found that really interesting because imagine if that black nurse wasn't there. This patient probably would have been misdiagnosed, you know, and being treated for something that she doesn't really have. And you know, it really hits, you know, close home when a friend of mine shared her experience with me. Apparently she wanted to do genotype tests because she thought, well, I'm a young woman, soon I want to get married. I mean, I should know what my genotype is because I don't want to marry someone who has for instance, if she's AA or AS and her proposed spouse is AS, then it's a problem because there's the likelihood of them having children who have sickle cell. So she wanted to have a genotype test done. She went to her doctor who didn't understand what she meant, sent her off to another doctor, and they referred her to the lab, and she kept going and going. They didn't understand what exactly she needed until she met a doctor who's African, particularly Nigerian. And the doctor says, oh, you want to do a genotype test, but that's not what the note or the referral note says. But well, I can send you to this lab to do this test, and whenever, because there's a bit of a language barrier, but this friend of mine actually, you know, does understand the local language. But of course, when it comes to medical terminologies, she may not, you know, be the master of that. And then the doctor told her, okay, yeah, when next you want to have this test, just tell them this. And it was quite interesting because the doctor went on to tell me, yes, even though I am African, I trained abroad, and in school, most of my classmates who were non-African weren't exactly interested in this topic when they thought, because they thought, well, this is a problem that doesn't affect people like that. So you see, that is where the importance of representation in healthcare comes to play. It can save us a lot of money, even save the insurance, you know, a lot of cost of having to do double treatment or even unnecessary treatments. So what do you think about this, having representation in healthcare? Have you had any such experience? Do you want to share? Could you put that in the comment section?